Hi and welcome to Let's Talk Netflix. My name is Lena and today in this video I am talking about Irreplaceable You, a 2018 Netflix original drama. This is not a spoiler-free review, this is more like a rant with spoilers all over the place. So if you haven't seen the movie, you should definitely not be watching this video. If you have seen it, let's go. I mean, this movie should be a love story about a couple who've been in love since they were 8 years old and they want to get married, and then the woman finds out that she has cancer and that she's going to die, I guess. I think the doctors made it pretty clear that there is no cure. So yeah, and then this movie is about how they deal with the situation. From the first minute of this movie, I knew that I will not like it. Yeah, there was this voiceover where I guess they were supposed to be lying in bed and talking. The way they delivered the lines, it was so, you didn't believe any of it. It was like, I imagined someone sitting at a desk with a microphone and reading these lines off of paper. And I thought, okay, this movie will suck. And yeah, it did. Then they show these kids when they were 8 years and they fall in love. There was this cute little story about this ugly fish deep in the ocean that was interesting. And then, yeah, she bit him, and from that day on they were inseparable. Is that the word? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they show this and then they show them as, I guess, teenagers from afar holding hands, and then they show them moving in together, and I guess they have been together all the time. I don't know if they broke up or if they slept with other people, I don't know, and we never know anything about their relationship before this cancer thing happens. So the character setup was nothing. I didn't care for any of them, both of them. He was pretty boring the whole movie through. He was boring. There was no character development whatsoever. He was boring and sad at the beginning. He was boring and sad at the end. She was controlling and annoying at the beginning. She was even controlling after death. She didn't change at all. And what's the point of a movie if you don't show any character development? I don't know. The introduction ends when they move in together, and then there's this party, their engagement party, I guess. But she said, yeah, he didn't do it, so I proposed to myself. I don't know, she had this rubber band as a ring, and like a little kid. She thinks she's pregnant, and then they go to the doctor. And then he said, oh no, you're not pregnant. What's in your uterus? I don't know, it's cancer. And you will die, I don't know. But, and he said, yeah, maybe that was just because we're not ready to have kids. And I thought, okay, she wants to get married and proposes to herself. He doesn't want kids. She's mothering him every minute of the day. What are the plans? Do this, do that. And when the doctor told them that she is cancer, they both kind of accepted it right away. I missed the denial. I missed the anger. They just went to accepting it whatsoever. And then the way she deals with her own death is trying to set her boyfriend up with another girl. What? And then Christopher Walken appears. That was great, but nothing could save this movie. And then she meets this artist, and the artist kind of likes him, I guess, and he kind of likes her. But this goes nowhere. This is not interesting for the movie. If he may find someone else when she's still alive. So why do we do all that if we don't go this way? That was really one giant problem. They showed you something and you might, oh, this might be interesting, and then they said, yeah, no, we don't go there. You were interested, but keep it down. We don't show you anything interesting. This movie is boring and we want to be boring till the end. There was this one moment when I thought, the hell, what the fuck happened there? He drinks with his buddy at this bar, and then he goes back to the artist and she says, oh no, there he is. Who does that? I mean, you can show the look on her face, something like that. Who talks to themselves? What? Who wrote this shit? And then they fade to black, because it might have been interesting, so ye are not going to see it. So what happened? I mean, did they hook up? He said no, but it would have been interesting if he hooked up, then he told her, they separate, and she said something like, I've never been on my own, when she was talking to Christopher Walken's character, I guess. And I thought, oh, that would be interesting, maybe some change in her character. Maybe she lives by herself after she finds out that he cheated on her, and then they can realize that they are really meant to be together, or maybe not. There was one person in this movie who was real, and that was the male nurse. The only person I really believed had real emotions was the nurse. And the funny thing is, he was just at this chemotherapy, I guess, helping the patients through chemotherapy and making them laugh and making them as comfortable as they can be. And yeah, he was the only real person in this movie. And the first moment when I thought, oh my god, this is so sad, because you do think it's sad because someone is dying, okay? When she said, I'm not coming back, to the nurse, and then the look on the nurse's face. And the funny thing is, the main character is dying, but you feel sorry for the nurse. I wanted to cry for the nurse, not for her. I mean, she was really pretty and she's stunningly beautiful, but the story, and it just wasn't convincing. I didn't believe her anything, but the male nurse was believable to me. I'm sorry, but I think the only reason they wanted to get married again was to make this joke about the cold feet. That was funny, but I think that was the only reason that this marrying thing came up again. If she was the love of his life, they spent every moment together since they were these little kids. She is dying, for God's sake. Did he even care? I haven't seen anything of it. Oh my god, he wasn't angry. Why didn't he break down? Why didn't he scream or smash things or gets crazy? I don't know. If the love of your life is dying, there should be some groundbreaking emotions. So what I took from this movie is the nurse was pretty interesting, and the story about the ugly ass fish was cute, but the rest of the movie was just a bunch of lies, no real emotions. Could have been cyborgs, I guess. Yeah, I really didn't like it. Out of 5 stars, I will give them 1 for this movie, because I mean, the look of the movie, it was nice, but the story was, the acting was meh, and that's about it. I mean, everybody has a different opinion, and I'm sure some people liked it. I'm not sure why, but tell me your opinions about this movie in the comments. And that's it for today. Bye bye.